Hello everyone, my name is Eric and welcome to my first ever video for my YouTube channel. I'm very excited to be a vlogger, a rookie vlogger, a beginner. I know I'm going to be making lots of mistakes since this is my first one, but I know the more videos I do, the better I'll get. So I'm here at a neighborhood park. It's a really small park, but it's really nice because there are like 2 basketball courts. There's also a children's playground here. You can also have a picnic as well. And they also have like an outdoor gym. It's pretty cool, you know. So since this is my first time, I'll be saying you know a lot. So that's something I have to work on. I'm working with a Canon G7X Mark II, which I'm loving it. It's awesome. I had this for like a little over a month and it's working well. It's just unbelievable. I got this in Amazon and I paid $670. It's big money right there. But it has everything. It has tons of features. It's like upgraded. It's the successor of the original G7X. So I'm gonna work well. I have to get used to with this point and shoot camera, but I believe the more I'll use this point and shoot camera, the better I can work with it. Now I have to adjust the settings on the Canon G7X Mark II. I may come out a little dark. I know I'm not a white boy, I'm Hispanic, you know, but I have to adjust the exposure. So I have to play around with this point and shoot camera, but in time I'll get used to it. I'll know how to set up the features, all the settings like the aperture rate, the ISO, the shutter speed and all that. So, but this is an awesome camera. This is an awesome point and shoot camera. This is more like a vlogging camera because the DSLRs are too heavy. You can use those cameras to vlog, but they are heavy. Believe me, they are heavy. So that's why I decided to go with this Canon G7X Mark II. So I'm gonna go over here where there's a bench or a picnic table. I'm gonna sit right here where the picnic table is so I can continue on talking to everyone out there, to you guys, and just talk about life maybe. Talk about the city where I live right now. Okay, so a little bit about me. I was born in New York City and I lived there for like 15 years. Then I moved down here to South Florida, Miami, and I've been here ever since. But hopefully one day I'll go back to New York City because that's one of my goals, to go back to New York City and begin a new chapter, begin a new life. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful chapter. Boy, I just have to get used to it with this camera. I can't look at the screen. I have to look at the lens. Yes, but anyway, I hope to begin a new chapter in New York City because it's my home city. You know, I kind of miss it, you know. I can tell you the difference between Miami, where I live right now, and New York City. 3 things I can mention about it, okay? The weather, of course, the food, and the people. The weather here in Miami, of course, is hot, and we get a few hurricanes coming here in this direction in the state of Florida. In New York City, of course, it's cold and there's like snowstorm. So that's one of the difference there. Cold weather in New York City, hot weather here in Miami. Another one, the food. Here in Miami, there's always Cuban food. You go out in the streets, you see Cuban restaurants, and it's like, wow, this is like Cuba, you know, because there's like a lot of Cubans here, so that's why there are Cuban restaurants out there. In New York City, it's like international food, more like the city of pizza, because I love New York style pizza. The pizza here in Miami is really bad. They have Little Caesar, they have Domino's, they have Papa John's, they have Pizza Hut, but those pizzas are horrible. I don't like those pizzas. I love the pizza in New York. That pizza is my favorite. I remember when I lived in New York City, when I was a little kid, when I would come back from school, I would just stop by this pizzeria shop that I always go and get me a slice. And wow, you know, I do this every day right after school. And so I'll always remember that. I'll always remember that pizzeria shop. And there are a few other things that are different from Miami and New York City. Like for example, transportation. Here in Miami, you always need a car. There is no subway, there is no train, city train here. Just cars. You need a car here in Miami to travel. And the traffic here in Miami is really bad. It's horrible. I mean, I just wish I could just... Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. The camera just turned off. Kind of strange. Wow. Well, what I was saying was the transportation here in Miami, you always need cars because there's no subway. And the traffic here in Miami is horrible. Sometimes when I'm driving in the expressway and there's traffic, I just feel like leaving my car on the side and just walking to my destination. But you always need a car here in Miami, in South Florida. And New York City, you need cars, but you also have subway, you know, so that's easier to go from one place to the other. And there are other differences between Miami and New York City. Let's say, I could say like the people. There are more Hispanics here in Miami than New York City. You should see every time I go to a grocery store and I go to one aisle to the next, all I hear people is speaking Spanish. So for once, the Hispanics can speak English always. But I guess that's how it is in Miami, because the state of Florida, especially the southern part of Florida, is like close to Cuba. It's close to Central America. It's close to South America. Then the state up like in Maine or New York or Pennsylvania, because in New York City, there's not much Hispanics. I mean, there are Hispanics in New York City, but there's more Americans, Puerto Ricans, Italians, Chinese in New York City. So that's one of the differences between Miami and New York City. So it's the food, the people, the transportation, and so on. There are other distinct features that are different from Miami to New York City. So my plan, like I mentioned, is to go to New York City and begin a new life here. I have so many people, family members, friends, and many people that I communicate telling me, when am I gonna make my first video? When am I gonna post it in my YouTube? And I keep saying pretty soon. And so they're like anxious and waiting. So I believe this is the time right now, since I'm right here vlogging, talking about myself, and hopefully once I finish this video I can go and edit it the best I can and upload it in my YouTube channel, so I can call everybody and tell them that I'm already in my YouTube channel, so they can give me a like, or they can write a comment under my description and see if they like it. That's good. If they don't like it, then it's pretty sad, but it's okay with me, you know. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward to doing more vlogging. My plan is to travel vlog. I like to go to different countries and start filming, because I want to show the viewers, the whole world, that the countries that I've been is a beautiful country to come and take a vacation. Some places I like to go, like Thailand, Germany, Australia, China, get to walk in the Great Wall of China. So I think it's gonna be exciting, and I'm pretty sure people will like it, and they will say that this country will be a nice country to come and visit and experience the culture. So that's one of my plans, to become a travel vlogger, and hopefully I become a successful travel vlogger. And other plans that I have in my life that I believe I can achieve, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to end this video because it's um, Thursday morning, and I need to do some things later on. I have to work on a presentation for the job that I'm gonna do. Plus, I have to work on my computer and get things set, and also take this video and start editing it and just upload it on my YouTube channel so you guys can see it, and hopefully you guys will like it. Okay, so my name is Eric. I have 3 things to say when I close, and I think is be positive, keep on smiling, and reach for your passion. Okay, so signing off, take care.